Hello, my name is Matt. I live here in Little Rock. I was actually grew up here in Little Rock, and I am currently a lawyer in Little Rock. And I went to high school in at Little Rock Central. I went to college in Fayetteville, and now I just finished my 3 years of law school in Little Rock. Originally, I when I was in college in Fayetteville, my kind of dream job was going into the military. However, um, I was medically disqualified from that. I had already taken an LSAT course. The LSAT is the test to get into law school. So I decided to kind of give up on my goal of going into the military and transitioned into going for law school. And there were two law schools near me, one in Fayetteville and one in Little Rock. And I decided to go with the one closer to home because of my family still being here. I was actually able to stay at my mom's house and save money during school, which was great because when I had to take out student loans, I was able to save money so I can pay them back now. Also in Little Rock, I had many friends, lots of family. I was able to socialize with my church members. I fit in this community better. Fayetteville is actually in northwest Arkansas, so there were fewer reasons for me to choose law school in Fayetteville. I wanted to become a lawyer because I really liked having those types of debates, and I feel comfortable with public speaking. I felt comfortable in courtrooms. And definitely going through law school and working through the court systems, I've seen a lot of differences. And law school in and of itself is definitely different than other schooling that I've had. For example, your grade is calculated differently. It is based solely on testing, and those test scores aren't even reported right away. You typically have to wait a while. That was my experience of first semester of law school. My second semester I felt was a little bit easier because I was more comfortable in that environment. My second year of law school was definitely more busy. We had to work as well as going to school, and that was for the last 2 years of law school. I would say I worked about 15 hours, give or take, but that wasn't enough, and so during the summer I had to continue working to catch up. And really, you need to find a work and school balance. Definitely, I prioritized my job. The reasons that I prioritized my job were more networking, seeing what lawyers actually do in their everyday work, and getting more experience and exposure. Law school was good for general concepts in studying. However, I would definitely say you get the experience part in on the job exposure. through working, I was actually able to meet with a judge and develop a relationship where after I had completed law school and taken my bar exam, the judge was able to offer me a position. He also introduced me to many other attorneys in the area. And eventually I networked with a lot of attorneys on the prosecution side and eventually was able to join their team. And don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily mean that law school was boring or not important. It definitely was important because it provides the foundation for your future experiences, and it provides time and space to develop a new perspective on the world, focusing on the legal system. It definitely also helped me learn more about the community and about the laws in my area. My mother is an interpreter here for the city council. And many of the members of the city council are attorneys. And so I've noticed that my mother needs to be very aware of the different legal terminology and they use and what it means. I would definitely say the thing that's helped me the most, that's been the most important in my journey, is my experience, what I've actually done. Yes, school helps you to get to where you can eventually apply those skills, but I definitely place a lot of value on all of the experience I've been able to take part in. And really, that experience is so important because it can have lasting impacts, such as if somebody is put away in jail or not, if somebody's able to get a house or not. And really, there's two sides of every coin in a courtroom, is no exception. There's always two teams, and some examples of really every American and every person here in Arkansas and in Little Rock should know the laws that impact them. Interpreters and lawyers are pretty similar because they both deal with communication. Lawyers have to assess and be positive that they understand the law in order to explain and reason with the judge. They need to be able to understand the judge's ruling and explain that to their client. Interpreters do the same when they do their work as well through communication and explaining. Lawyers really get the privilege of being involved in so many people's lives, whether it's intimate cases or general public cases. And I do think that's really a wonderful experience that I enjoy, is being involved in so many different lives in my community. And recently I've accepted a new position. I will be on the prosecution side. So that is pretty exciting. However, those on the defense might see that as a negative. But really, my responsibilities aren't just to punish, but to really think about the punishment and making sure that the punishment fits the crime. And I truly am happy to be involved in this community. I really enjoy listening to both sides of the courtroom, both the defense and the prosecution. I enjoy hearing both sides of every story. And it's actually a misconception that lawyers want to just put everybody in jail. That actually is not true. We really are striving to make improvements in the community. One example of this is maybe assigning a parole officer for somebody, if that would be a more successful punishment to rehabilitate them. And really, it depends on the individual if we believe that prison time would be successful for them. Like with this prison that they are being sent to, have classes available when they got out of prison? Would they have the family support that they need? Would they have the financial support that they need? Would they want their record to be expunged? Would that be something that's effective for that specific situation? And really, the main goal of both civil court and criminal court is conflict resolution. That's really what lawyers in general strive to do, is enter into a situation, be sort of a mediator, discussing different points with both sides, and find a solution to the issue. Making sure that opinions, judgments are kept to the side, and really assessing the situation, not jumping to conclusions. But I really feel that my responsibility when I walk into the courtroom is for the people here. Hopefully, I never meet you in a courtroom one day, but thank you for listening.
Okay.